everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and today we are watching the second episode of Season 6 of Rick and Morty.
So last episode was a really good start to the season. We definitely got like hit over the head with the continuity.
Loved it.
I wonder how much of it was kind of like ending things for now, you know, like closure for some parts, and then like moving on maybe to the new storyline. Obviously we have this new Rick. Some people, I called him Evil Rick last time. A lot of people are saying his name's actually Rick Prime. So I guess this Rick here, I'm assuming is gonna be kind of like
the main antagonist?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing too, but I'm hoping that we don't veer away from the continuity. Prior to this season, and I mentioned it in the last episode that the creators mentioned before the season that there's going to be a lot of payoffs for the people who've been watching from the beginning. Every once in a while we'd go back to the Citadel of Ricks, or we'd see something like Mr. Poopy Butthole or Bird Person, and it'd be like really fun to see that, but I'm really kind of hoping we just pick up right where we left off. Alright, well if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our Patreon if you want to see our full-length reaction to this series.
We also do have a second channel, Dos Cavazos IRL, where we do vlogs and other non-reaction content, and if you want to check that out, the link's down below.
Alright, let's jump into this episode. Choice
Hey, you
grocery.
Kids, don't be
What the?
bad outside my store.
Sounds like Morty.
Shut up, old man. We're just cool, bad kids.
That sounds like Morty,
doing
too.
young
They all sound like Morty.
stuff. How are you,
What?
kids? Did you know your grandpa's trying to get your attention? Yeah,
What?
yeah. Screw off,
What
weirdo.
are we watching?
Grandson. What's that mean? He's one of those cult people. They worship some psycho named Roy that says he's everybody's grandpa.
Roy?
No, that's not what I'm. You guys keep
And
thinking
that's
it's a
That's
religion.
Rick's voice.
This isn't
It's
a
Roy?
religion.
Like Roy the game, you know?
But this isn't real life. This is a video game.
Yeah,
You
Roy
have
the
to at
game
least
from Blitz and Chits.
went out, the game restarted, and your identity has been splintered into all the
Oh my
non-player
gosh, this is kind of exciting.
So I jacked in as Roy, that's the player
It's an
character.
isekai. Confirmed.
Summer, what? I can't do this if you keep bugging me.
Oh my goodness.
Dilation. I'm losing a month a second out here.
There's an alien army shooting people. What am I doing?
It's a small group of alien terrorists. Just do a Die Hard.
Die Hard?
Which is not a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. We live in one of those households where we have two different sides of, like, opinions on the matter.
Yeah.
Also, this is whiskey and cream.
I said it looks
and
like
Casey's
milk and
like,
it looks gross.
get a different cup. This looks disgusting. And I'm like, no, not getting a different cup.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is not a daughter's haircut. I'm not a daughter, I'm a grandson. There she goes, my daughter. 1/5 billionth of a kid trapped in a video game. Yeah, that and a college degree will pay the rent.
Doesn't that mean you're a Morty
Yeah.
too? Everyone's a Morty.
Make sure nobody else here is doing a Die Hard.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Morty. I'm a 14-year-old boy in a video game. What I do not need is any more songs about it. Not in this genre. I'm an old school hip hop man. And no, that's not an invitation for you to try it, because I'm just gonna say it. We're missing the mark on diversity. Get down, you're all under arrest for being religious the wrong way.
Sneak around, crawl in some vents, do a Die Hard.
That's what Bruce Willis says in Die Hard. Well, similar.
Where's Hans Gruber?
I know. If someone doesn't fall off the deck. Oh, there you go!
Frank, have you found him? Report.
Oh.
Oh, he gets a radio too. This is just like
That's
Die Hard.
Don't have to see it to know that.
Hey!
Johns, I repeat, have you
So
found
that's
This is Hans Gruber.
Are you doing
A Die Hard.
Baby, are you also?
More or less.
Oh.
So we're gonna run into him a little later, and he's gonna pretend to be just like a freaking captive.
It's not every day one meets a fellow Die Hard enthusiast, Miss...
Call me Die Hard.
Okay, Die Hard.
Okay.
What do you know about Die Hard?
What do you care? You writing a book about Die Hard?
As a matter of fact, I've written several.
This is what every mega fan of Die Hard sounds like when they talk about Die Hard. And when they try to convince me it's a Christmas movie.
Whereas I'm starting to doubt.
You can even recall a single line.
Walkie-talkie Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I had your genius of a father picked up. He's over there. What? He's been in real bad shape since he lost his wife. My mom? A mom in a video game, occupied by a tiny fraction of yourself. A fraction of yourself which is now dead forever, and fractions add up, so I had your dad brought here. You're welcome, you heartless monster.
One by one.
What do you expect her to do? Buy a
Not
seat in
gonna
ice
tell
cream
me.
2 by 2? She's improvising, which is how she's going to fall right into our trap.
He's gonna have to do a fake accent and pretend to be one, yeah.
Yeah.
Die Hard, Die Hard, Die Hard.
Die Hard, Die Harder, Die Hard in space.
Talk,
She threw her walkie-talkie away. She hates Die Hard.
Casey.
It's me! I don't
Casey
actually
is
hate
Summer.
it. I don't hate Die Hard. Don't hate on me. I just don't think it's a Christmas movie.
He could have left the game and let us die. He spent 50 years. 50 years. It's what, a couple hours to him? He refuses to leave without his grandson, but what's grandson mean to him? Sounds like it means butler.
He cares about him.
We're divided because some of us don't trust the guy. What happens to that part of us when we're all back together? A man you can lock in a box with 5 billion pieces of his own goddamn flesh and blood for 50 goddamn simulated years and never hear him say, I love you? You're fine leaving 8% of me to die?
It's not your finest 8%, Morty. And 8% of anything is expendable.
So what happens when they come
It
back?
would be slightly different.
If you stay, it changes nothing. Bye.
He's not going. I don't think my country wants to
I
Oh.
invited you to chime in, monitor face.
Why give me a monitor if my opinion doesn't matter? We're basically giving up our lives to become a tiny part of a stranger. These lives aren't real. Yeah, but they're longer.
What is this? Suicide by summit meeting?
Everyone stop! Rick, I'll get every single part of me to get on every ship and go with you.
Good.
But you have to tell us you love us.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's big.
I mean, at this point, even if he said it, what's with the pause? Screw you! Wait for it! Holy war! Holy war!
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's Morty. Nobody wants to die, and that's a hell of a reason to kill yourself, but what can we do?
Nick.
Oh, geez.
Everything's falling apart.
The only reason any of us matter is we're pieces of Morty. You taught us that, Rick. But you also taught us you don't care about Morty.
Here's how much I care. If you don't stop blowing up my flying saucers, I will exterminate every last one of you. Anything it takes. What do I have to say? I love and respect you, okay?
Too late for talk.
Hey,
Rick.
I mean, he said it there, kind of.
Robot, of course.
I'm not gonna risk dying because if I die in the game, you go brain dead. You're welcome.
Better to die in Roy
Aw.
than to serve in hell.
What about Summer? Do you not care about her? Then we help your sister do her Die Hard.
The music.
Too much. It's too much. I've got a special guest with me, Miss Die Hard. Or should I call you this guy's sister?
I know that voice.
Mom, hello, dear.
What?
I'm joining the other side.
You had a child?
I want to live in the real world with Roy. I want to help Summer with her Die Hard. His name is Rick.
Does that mean you had a child with yourself? Because that's weird.
I guess.
Thought you would have left by now.
I was hoping to get at least half of you home. I can't hold out much longer. I'm pretty much beating my heart voluntarily at this point. The time dilation has given me a chance to reflect. And
Oh.
I gotta say,
There's no need for that. I've come to tell you, I'm giving the go-ahead. All of Morty will leave with you to the real
Ooh.
world to be your grandson.
How much is left?
People are staying only out of loyalty to me. I'm a relic. I don't represent them anymore.
I'm proud of you, Morty.
Please, call me Marta. That's my video game name. Speaking of which, I do have one condition.
What's the condition?
And the quarterback, as they say, is toast.
No, that's Tyrion.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Die Hard tapes a gun to his back? That's
Oh.
the end of your perfect
Yeah.
movie that you've patterned your whole
Did she have a
criminal
gun?
life after?
Well, it seems to have worked out pretty well for me, since you're the one about to die. Why are you laughing?
Well, it's funny.
She's got the
way
gun.
you said motherfucker. Oh, does that happen in Die Hard? Does John laugh and then Hans Gruber is confused, but then they start laughing together for a second?
Yeah.
Wait, you knew their names this whole time?
Not this whole time, no. You left
you
your book
watch
in
it?
the bathroom. I read it while I took a shit. I mean, mostly the ending.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. The time dilation.
Do, baby!
Oh.
Nice timing, Grandpa Rick.
Hi, remember me? You shot me on that table, and the
What?
near-death experience got me reflecting.
What?
I didn't used to be like this. I
What?
ate a kid.
Oh my gosh.
Ever since then, I haven't eaten anybody at all. I think I was channeling all that pent-up eating energy into this job. But now,
What the hell?
What? What?
thank you for free.
What the fuck just happened? Oh shit.
Classic Tower Man. Almost 2 on the nose, right, Morty?
Sure. I mean, whatever you say, Rick. You know best. I trust you implicitly.
Is he all right?
Oh.
Got them all out. Every last piece.
Oh, who left? Who got left?
What's with the jacked up Roy machine? Shouldn't you be taking that to repairs?
Nah, special order. Some rich douche wants his last game to keep running. Hooked it up to an external battery, we're just supposed to store it.
That's Rick.
Yeah, and get this. The game's still going, but Roy's dead.
What?
Yeah, he's just a corpse floating at the edge out of space, but for some reason the game won't restart because it's centered on some old lady living a full life.
She stayed there.
Oh. So is he just gonna like keep her alive?
I guess so. What I mean.
So I can put it anywhere. Here's fine.
That's as fine as anywhere else.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Peter
Peter
Dinklage.
Dinklage, yeah.
Okay.
I hate everybody.
Well, the sign from Die Hard 3 was clearly racist.
Yeah.
But I think we went too
I never saw
I
that.
got it.
Damn it, who is that offended?
Okay.
Everybody.
This is the sequels.
At this point, why even do it? I wish my brother was still alive.
I never
Casey,
saw Die Hard 3.
I get the reference. Casey doesn't get the reference. But let us know if y'all want us to see the best Christmas movies of all time this year, this Christmas. I can get Casey to watch the rest of the Die Hards. She's seen the first one. She hasn't seen the other ones. Which, honestly, I haven't seen the last one because I feel like I heard so many negative things about it that I just chose not to. But, you know, the second to last one, not spoiling anything, I thought was pretty decent.
Anyway, I actually like that this episode was based on Die Hard. There was a lot of references to Die Hard.
That you got, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Die Hard's a good action movie.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
saying
a
it's
great
a bad
Christmas movie.
but it's not a Christmas movie.
It's so a Christmas movie. It is. I don't know what to tell Casey anymore to get her to believe me. But anyway, I like this episode. It kind of reminded me a lot of like interdimensional cable type episodes. But there was some moments in here that I thought were relatively serious. And like every once in a while we do get those moments between Rick and Morty where he was like, okay, do you want me to tell you that I love you and respect you and stuff like that? I feel like we get that sparingly. But I really enjoy when we do because it's really kind of like more insight to Rick and why he is the way he is.
It's funny that Morty was like in the video game and like just like pieces of himself, but then I guess like if some never came back, then like does that change him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there was like freaking wars in this freaking
I
game,
know.
and a lot of Mortys died. So is he not his full self anymore? I don't know. Or is it like, you know, whoever's dead isn't a part of it anymore, and it's just like what was left? We might be looking way too far into it, and it might not even matter. It might just be, I guess, the Martha character that stayed in the game.
Behind.
I feel like they'll come back to it at some point. Maybe not even this season, because
Or
Rick
they
and,
won't.
I mean, that's
They kinda
possible
don't
as well.
a lot
But
sometimes.
this season, they promised us different. So
I guess
maybe
we'll
they
see.
might. I hope. Maybe it might be something where they like don't even do it this season. It might be like next season or a few seasons down the road and be like, oh my gosh, Martha Morty.
They probably won't.
I have my hopes.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for our future videos.
And also head over to our Patreon if you want to see our full-length reaction to this series. The link's down in the description below.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.